Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, I'm Sabrina. In this video, I will show you how to using the material flow analysis on the case study which is the timber productions. The timber productions study is done in Crescent Schweizer Mittelland that located in Swiss lowland region. The objective of the study is to elaborate the material management models for water, biomass, construction materials and energy, and to develop sustainable environment. The discussion here largely focused on the scientific and technical aspect of the sustainable development using the timber management. The study assumed that the degree of self-sufficiency should neither drastically increase nor decrease. So the problem statement of this study is to determine either the timber production influenced by the paper production and to analyze either the increases in recycling will reduce the waste produced. So the method used is to study and compare the timber production in year 1990 and 2000, where the recycling paper rate is increases in the process within these 2 years. So the STEM2 software is used in this study to achieve the objective. But before I show you about the software, I will explain a little bit on the management system for the timber production at the study area. So there are 6 processes included in the timber productions. So the first one is the forestry. This process is comprised of the forest within the study area and the means to maintain their timber production. The net inflow of the air or the water is only the input considered for the growth of wood. Second one is the production of trade of the timber products. In this process, all kinds of products are manufactured from logs, either from the local forest or from the other regions. It will distribute to the consumer, and the byproduct of this process are distributed to the production and trade of the paper products or incinerated and subjected to the waste management. And then it continues to the consumption of timber products. These include household, industry, and trade consumer timber products. These products are transferred into the stock, to the incineration and waste management, or returned to the production of the timber product as a recycled timber. The forestry also became the input to the production and trade of paper products. In this process, paper products are manufactured from the pulpwood and distributed to the consumers. A byproduct of this production, which is lignin, is transferred to the incineration and waste management. And then the process continues to the consumption of the paper products. These include the household, industry, and trade consumer paper products, which are transferred to the incineration and waste management, or returned to the paper production as a recycled paper. The last process is the incineration and waste management. In this process, the various material flows of timber and derived products are burned or treated otherwise and transformed into emissions. So you can download the STEM2 web from this website first. But before you can download it, you have to have an account. So you have to register it first. And then you can go to STEM. And you can choose the English one. This is how you download it. And here I already download and do the diagram. So here I have this is for the 1990 and 2000s. So we can see some of the value is changes. So first we can analyze the value for the forestry. Here is for the 13,000, nearly to 14,000, and also the consumption of timber is 4,750. But in year 2000, the value increases to 14,050 and the consumption of timber also increases from 5,000s. This because it shows that the degree of self-sufficiency of the timber would drop as the number of timber consumption increases. Next, we see for the production and trade paper production. In year 1990, we can see that the lignin produced is 57, paper production is 220, the wastewater is 86, and the recycled paper is 134. But in year 2000, it increases to 440, and the value for recycling paper also increases. When these two increases, the value for lignin decreases from 57 to 37, and also the waste paper also decreases. Last but not least, when you see the emission in year 1990, the emission is 361, but in year 2000 it becomes 311. This because the recycling paper here and the waste paper production here influence the emission. So when increase the recycling rate of paper, the value of lignin produced and also the waste paper will decrease. It also reduces the emission to the atmosphere. Therefore, it shows that the increasing in recycling rate can help in reducing the waste produced and also the emission. However, for the sustainable forestry practice is in itself insufficient to attain the sustainable regional management of the timber. The whole timber system, including the production, processing, consumption, and disposal of wood, must be taken into the consideration. So in conclusion, the process or input for the timber system should be improved to reduce the timber consumption in the production. So the consumption of the timber that produced from the household, industry, and trade customer timber products are too high in this study. Thus, some regulation on the limitation of waste produced should be implemented. More details are needed to develop a systematic solution. Besides that, the understanding of MFA is required to understand the flow of the process in order to improvise the certain system in the MFA. So that's all from me. Thank you.